Hi there, I'm back again to do another project with the middle file folder, so the one with the tab in the middle. These normally get left because normally if I'm doing a file folder, I fold it in half, and obviously that tab looks, they don't look ridiculous actually, but anyway, we normally use the tabs on the right or the left. So I made this one. And there's a video doing this one, so this is a whole new different one, and I'm going to make two things out of one file folder. So I'm not going to get my big trimmer out, I'm going to take a chance. Oh gosh. I don't know if I dare. Right, yeah, that's okay. So we're going to put that one aside for the moment, and we're going to do something just with this one, and it's another type of folio, and we're going to do it like that and open it up. So what I want to do, I bought a box of these ages ago. I did put some in the shop, but I've obviously, you know, I've not got that many left now. So these are called archive clips. I don't know if I've got them on my Amazon favourites or not. I will check after the video is done, and if I haven't, I will put them in. So I'm hoping that I can fit this in and be able to do the folds right. So I'm just gonna, because I've not checked, so I'm going to check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my holes in now. I don't know why, because if I can't, I'll have messed it up. So no, I'm not doing that. So let me get my scoreboard out, because then I can tell you properly when I've done it. Don't know until I've done it. So let's have a look. Let's get this one out. So if that's there, I want to go 1, 2. So it's just, yeah, that should work out okay. Okay, so I've marked it at 4. Yeah. And then 1, 2, I'm going to mark it here. And that's just gone just right on the, you know, and this is 7 3/4. So let's have a look what that looks like. Oh, that's going to be too big anyway. Yeah, so we want to go out even more, don't we? So let's do this at 8. Oh my. It's because I'm using the wrong end. Let's do that at 8. And then let's just fold. And then that won't fold. Okay, that's fabulous. So I did it at 4 and at 8. So 4 and 8. The only thing is, I don't like that that's not in the right place, so I'm going to actually change it and do it there so it's symmetrical. So then I would be at 3 3/4 and 8. So that would go like that, and that would go like that. Is that right? Yes. But I don't have it that way. I don't know. It's too long anyway. Like we need to sort it out. So my advice would be, don't use your scoreboard. If you're doing that, there's going to be different ways if you haven't got these, which I'll obviously say when we get to it. But if you think that you want a notepad here, think how big you want it, and then just fold one side and then fold your fold your other so it fits what you're actually doing. Okay, so I'm going to cut down the bottom, and what do we want it at? I'm going to do it at 8, which is actually on these lines, the score lines in the middle of the folder when they join together. Okay, so that's just under 8. I don't know why. Right, I'm going to cut this bit down just to get rid of this. Can you see here? I don't like that bit. Not on this, I don't. It's so hard to tell if I've got it straight or not. Let's do it that way. That's better. Okay. I wish I had a bigger desk so it was easier to get my big cutter out. It is quite awkward on this little one. So that's better. It's more rounded. And then let's do this one. Okay. I like that. So let's make sure. I'm going to get my bone folder, which is like a little butter knife. Okay, so that's that one. And then I don't know why that just seems higher, but it does. So I'm just gonna trim it again because I've just creased it properly. So I think that'll be, yeah, I don't know why things do that. Anyway, that looks better that way. So that is that. Not a tutorial, did I say? It's not a tutorial because I've not got a clue what I'm doing. So that's that. I don't know, it just don't feel straight. I think it might be just the folder, you know, what's a bit skewy. I'm gonna get the big one out because I have still got it out from when I filmed the other one, because I'm still on the same day. You're probably on a different week. Right, let's see what that's like. That's better. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say you just can't tell sometimes on the smaller one. So we've got that. And I'm going to first, I think, put the paper in the middle just so I can do this bit. So what do we want in the middle? I'm using papers from the Digital Collage Club, and their information will be in the description box. So I want it that way. Okay. So let's measure this front panel. So very similar to the way that I did it last time, apart from I could find my ruler last time. So it's, I'm going to go with centimetres. That's 9 centimetres. So I would like the bird on the front. So let's go in that way and see what 9 looks like. That would chop his beak off. So I'm going to go just before his beak. And then just there. Okay, so that's the front panel. That doesn't leave much of an edge around, but that's fine. it'll save doing the you know, the stamping and stuff. So what kind of height do we want it? About the height it's at. So I'm just going to take a sliver. Okay, so that's that part, and then we open it up and we see this part, and you'll see some of it there. So I might, no, I'm not putting that there because that's like, oh, what's that? That would be nice. The top that bit off. So I'm going to take that bit. Now let's measure this. This should be thinner. So this is over 8.5. So I'm gonna go halfway between 8.5. Oh, still got that bit. I might use a different one. Let's have a look. I wanted one just with that's beautiful. I think I'm gonna have that on the inside though. I'll go for this one. So just like 8 3/4, I think. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm gonna want just a bit at the top. I'll have to see if these two are the same height. Yeah, they're fine. So that's those two, and then we open it up. Or shall I do the back? Let's do the back. That is one side 10 3/4. That's not what I said, no. Let's do one of this one. So 10 3/4. So we'll go about there. Oh no, let's go there. So I've got that flower on, and then turn it upside down. 10 3/4. So that's 10.5. About that. Let's see. I think it's going to be too big. Yeah. Let's just do a little bit more. Yeah, that'll be fine. Now this one is shorter because you've got your dip in it. So let's have a look. Got my pencil. Anybody ever had it out? Yeah, it's here. Okay, so I'm going to put this against here, just slightly up, and then just slightly below. So there. I might just want it just a fraction more. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's super. So that's all the outside. Suppose I could do the same with this piece, couldn't I? Because it's going to be the same. Okay. Might do this all butterflies then. Yes, I'm gonna. So I'm just holding it up to see, yeah. So I might as well mark it. And then do I want to take it from the top or the bottom? Let's have a look. So I'm holding it up and then I can see. I'll take it from the top. Okay. funny when you're looking at lines. You feel like you're miles off. Right, and then take some off the top. It's because I'm not like flush to it, so I'm seeing a bit of a different look. Let's just do it a little bit more, and then are we all okay? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I don't know. I'll take it a bit more. Right, that's that one. See, that's the front and the back. And the other two panels are going to be the same, aren't they? So that's going to be the front one. Yeah. So I'm going to do... Yeah. So first I'm going to take part of the butterfly off so I can get the whole lot in. Yeah. Pencil. Just start having it behind my ear. Right, I'm going to want to go in. Look at that. Yeah, and then just a bit from the top. Emma, this one seems to be the same. Yeah, so that's that one. And beautiful. Let's have a look for this side. So that will be this one, won't it? Yeah. So, oh, unfortunately, oh, could I take this one? Yeah, I'll do that. Or I could take that. Yeah, I'm going to take that. So, let's... I'm going to go right to the end of the butterfly. Still wants a bit more. The height's right again. And that other piece must have just been a little bit longer. So, right, I think that might do it. Okay, I think we've got all those pieces. Just got to figure out which ones they are. Let's get rid of these. Okay, so I'm going to do the front and the back first. So that's as widest for the back, and is that as widest? No, that's not the widest. Is that the widest? No. Which is the widest? Am I being silly? Maybe. Yeah, probably. Right, that's okay for there. I think that's a scrap. Is that one? Yeah. It's that one and that one, isn't it? Why couldn't I see that when I first looked? So that one and that one. Yeah, okay. I've got it. Got it. Don't worry. Right, so first I need to ink. Off if I use the double that's got a sponge on. So I'm just going to fold down where the fold's going to be. I'm using Vintage Photo, which I do prefer on the more vintagey look. And so I don't use it very often now. I tend to go for the Gathered Twigs, which is a more brown, and other walnut stain, which is very like the Vintage Photo, but I would just say it's a couple of shades darker. It's got that orangey look to it. It's not orange at all, but you know, it's got that kind of tone. I suppose is it the sepia? So we don't need to do a lot of inking because there's not big spaces in between each of the mats. So I'll do the other side when we get to it. Oh, got on me doing it so fast. Right, let's. Oh, I'm going to need to ink around these, aren't I? What a wally. I'm not going to round the corners. Not even got any paper out actually to make the notebook with. Not thought of that. Knew I was making a notebook, but yeah, not thought. Okay, so that's those two inked. So I think this is going on the back. So I'm going to use that Kalal. Oh, not ink the back, am I? Let's do this one. Let's do this. I like using the Kalal, especially on pieces this kind of size, because it's very runny, it's nice and slippy, so it does give you that time to move things around if you've not got it spot on, which is perfect. So I'm just lining these sides up because obviously I don't want it going into the crease. So that looks pretty good. Let's rub that. So I might as well mat the whole of the inside, seeing as I didn't ink the other side. So that is going to want to be rounded, and it looks a bit too tall. It's weird. Just going to cut them both down just slightly. Okay, so get that rounder, so I want it on that side and that side. In fact, I'm going to round both the tops. Just putting them together because the punch doesn't like how thin the paper is. It is 100 GSM. Put it together this side. Okay. It's a little bit of size difference. Yeah, that's not very rounded. That's better. Right. Just quickly go around this. put this one down. Let's just check. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that is that side. Let's do the other side. And I'm going to have to ink the other side. I think what I'll do is I'll pause. Because I obviously want to do 2 projects in one video, which is hard. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to ink and put the papers down on the other side, because all I'm going to do is exactly the same. Oh, I do like these papers. Very, very nice. Right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so it's all covered front and back. I really do like this. Very, very nice. So I've put a mark in there. I didn't measure it. It's about central to put a tie. And I've put these again against here and put, I can't see which one's my dart. That one. Okay, that must be something in the paper, oh no. Good job I checked that. So I'm going to put my holes in. So I'm going to put one here. It is there, isn't it? Come on. Yeah, of course it is. Right. So let's put one in here and here. Oh, honestly, really gets on my nerves, that does. Okay, so that's those, and I might as well put this one in. Again, it's stuck. Very annoying when you've got more than one hole to make. Okay, so that's those then. Now, if you didn't have one of these, you could put some string. I've done that before. You know, ribbon, whatever, and do it that way. And if you don't have you could do this with you know, an actual hole puncher, or you could do it with your awl and maybe, you know, poke it as far down as it'll go for a thicker hole. So am I going to put some kind of protectors on there? I think I ought to. And I've got some here already stamped up. I think I did these in the vlogs or something. I know I sat and did them on camera. So I'm going to put some extra thing on them. I don't think I'm going to have them on the front, but I'm going to have them on the back. So I just think they're a little bit big to have on the front, and I think one set's fine. I don't think, well, it needs any more than that. I think if it was going to rip, it's going to rip whatever. I'd say it would be overkill. So these, let's do it that way. Like so. So that's going to be the front. Yeah. And this is going to be the back. And you just put them in, just move those up, fold that one down, and then just move that across, and that holds them in. Yep. So that is that. It's not the most attractivest thing. I might stick some fabric across there, but for now that's that. So I'm actually going to put this to one side and come back to it. Oh, in fact, I'm going to put an eyelet in there. Let's do that. Because I want to see if I've got any card left from this next project to make my pockets for this project. And I'm unsure because I've not done it before. I've like lost my nozzle. Wonder if it's in there somewhere. I wonder when I was doing it the other day that it was acting up. Oh, I bet you it's shot out somewhere, and that's the better nozzle side. Yeah, this one isn't very deep. It's like the springs moved from it. But I know, I'm sure this comes out, you know. I'm sure it fell off once and I thought I'd broke it. Anyway, we've not got time for that. Let's let me see if that one's better. But yeah, it doesn't go down far enough. No, I think I've tried them all. Oh, you know, these things do get on my nerves. But yeah, it won't push down any further. Right, it'll have to do. Okie dokie, I'll see if I can take it apart. But like I say, it did fall to bits once, and I thought, oh my goodness. But yeah, I bet you now I want to take it apart. I won't be able to. Right. Okay, so the next idea is to make a little file folder, which can be used for ephemera. So all I'm doing is obviously folding it in half, but keeping this above. So let's just give it a squash down. Now I've got these from an actual, you know, a folder, so I thought I could use them as hinges. I normally make my own, but I thought, well, I normally take these folders apart and use the card, so I'd save these, and I thought, well, I might as well use them. So I'm thinking, if I cut it down, if I took, what would 3 look like? No, let's see what 2.5 would look like. Let's do, it might still be too much. Let's do 2. That's not going to be enough, but I'll just do 2 on each side, taking it off. Still a bit big, but it is for a family, so just cutting that off to straighten it up. That looks a little bit longer on that side. Let's have a, so So that's 5. No, it's not. It's weird, isn't it? I think sometimes appear. Right. Yeah, I'm going to keep it that size. Okay. So I've got these and I've put left on it to remind me. So obviously it wants to be shorter. There's the other one. Come on, where are you? Right. Oh, it's in my lap. So I'm going to cut these off. Let's get them the right way. Okay. And I'll try like so. So if that's the right, that's the left. No, that's your right hand. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes I don't know my right from my left. I don't know why. I'd say it's something that I couldn't do as a child. Somebody said it could be like dyslexia kind of thing, but I think a lot of people are like that. Are they? I don't know. Right, so left. Yeah, that will do. And then right. Okay, so I'm going to get these in. So to make these yourself, I normally cut some paper, well, some card, just under 1 inch, and then I fold it in half. I normally do it on the scoreboard. And then I just fold it in half, and then I just miter it down. So that would be like so. Yeah. And then this one. Just using the Anita's tacky glue, because that will just give me a minute to move it if need be. I don't trust myself doing it with the art glitter, because before you know it, it's down and you can't wiggle. And it's no good when you can't have a wiggle. Right, so that's fine. So that's that part done. So I'm not going to have enough left over for pockets. I was thinking I'd have quite a bit each side, but obviously not. So I'll have to get some more card out for those. So what I'm going to do now is go all the way around with the ink. Again, this won't be for sale in the shop. I'm making it up as a Patreon gift for, it'll be for November, won't it? Yeah, for November. I normally send like pieces of made ephemera, but you know, like tags and pockets and things, but I thought I'll make some bigger things this month instead of lots of smaller things. I thought they was perfect to use these papers up from the Collage Club. I mean, I like kits with just papers sometimes, because obviously you can make your own tags and pockets and stuff. You don't really need kit ones. I'd say kits are more useful for the you know, actual ephemera side of things that you're going to fussy cut out. So that's that, and I'm going to use these papers again. So let's have a look what that'll be very nice on there. How trouble is it? Take part of that butterfly. So what if I did it that way? Yeah, that'd be all right. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. So I don't know if to fold that over. I think I'm going to, and then join, because I don't want it just to stop. Do I? Yes, I do. Okay. Right, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to just put that against there, because obviously I'm going to have to do that drawing round thing again. Oh, I did that in the other file folder that I did. So I think I'm going to make a new playlist, because I've been through all my playlists and like put all my altered file folders together and envelope journals. So I think, I mean, as much as this is an altered file folder, I would put it under folio. So I know I've got some other folios, so I might do a playlist. So I do like making folios. I used to make them loads when I first started. Don't tend to make them as much now. Right, so that's going to go up there. So let's get this on, and I'm going to use the Kalal or Kalal. Oh, I've not even tried it. It's not too late, the glue didn't come out. Oh dear, for that split second I was still like, no, need to just glue it. Took me a minute for my brain to click on the glue's not coming out. You've got that time to do it. It's that split second, isn't it? You know, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing a lot of you drive, but I don't drive. And like when you cross the road and you suddenly realise, oh, that car's a bit closer than I thought. And you're like, shall I run or shan't I run? And when I come out of work, it's a very busy road. It goes on to the motorway. And sometimes you can stand there for ages. And if you didn't, you know, bite the bullet and run, because it's got 2 lanes. Well, it's got 4 lanes, 2 going one way, 2 going the other way. And sometimes somebody will stop to let you go, and obviously they think they're doing you a favour, and they're not, because obviously if they're there, this car here can't see that you're about to run out, and obviously it's really awkward because they just stop. So you feel like, oh, I best take my life into my own hands and just run. And I used to do that loads. And then I thought, why don't you just signal to the person? But obviously they look at you gone out as you're going, no. And it takes them a minute to realise, oh yeah, she's going to get run over. She runs out now. But yeah, it's that hesitant, shall I, shan't I? And then sometimes that split second of hesitating, you've actually missed your chance. And then you can go. And yeah, you really shouldn't have. Not just running across the road, but you know, in all kinds of things. Wasn't a very good example, was it? Running across the road. Don't let Eleanor know, because yeah, I'm always telling her to look and, you know, make sure you've got enough time and all the rest of it. But like I say, if I finish work between 5 and 6, and Ryan's not, you know, if he's on a different shift or what have you, and he can't pick me up, yeah, it's a nightmare. So, and you can cross another side, but you literally have to walk about over 5-minute walk to get to a safe place. I don't do that, but don't tell anybody. Right, so that's that, and then we'll cover the back, and we're going to cover the inside. I might, you know, let's do the back and see what. I might not have enough papers. Oh my goodness, I really might not. Have I dropped some? Oh dear. Don't tell me I'm going to have to stop and print again. Yeah. Gosh. I don't know if it's a collage. I think it'll look a bit odd though that it's the only part that's collage. So I need these to make some tags. I'm going to pause and I'm just going to, I only need to do one sheet, don't I? I love that. Right, it's in a tick. Okay, so I've printed this one out because it's got the, it look the same flower, but it's not. So this one, and I think I'm going to do this section, or maybe not. So that'd be half. I'm not keen on it being half. If I went this side, that'd be half. So maybe if I went here, well, then that cut the budges off. Maybe wasn't the best one to choose. Oh, budges, why have you got such long tails? I mean, some of the tails ripped off. It's not ripped off, obviously. Cut off anyway. Oh, I'm going to go for the top. Right, let me go up the side and across the top. As straight as I can go. Oh no, I said it now, didn't I? Yeah. Never say anything. It's not worth it. It's really not. Right, so let's get the length. Oh yeah, length. So just over 11. Oh no, I need the width first. Can't get it in the trimmer. I need a oh dear me, honestly. Right, this is going to now be too wide. Right, do it with this. Ignore me. Just turn me off. I'm just not worth watching today. Right, I'm going to go there. Okay. I need to get my lid back on. Well, I'm going to need it in a second, so don't bother. And say sometimes you just think, oh, what's the point in putting it back on? But obviously when you're crafting on and off all day, it's, yeah, you can't leave it off all the time. So let's have a look what that's like. Yeah, that's fine. So let's find the doobie. I'm going to go right to the top just to give it some more protection. Okay. Find my mark about that. Yep. And that's better. I was cutting it, I think it was on the other video, and I was saying the angle that I was at, it was looking that I was cutting on the actual mark, and I wasn't. I was quite far off, and it was because I was sitting at a bit of a funny angle, and I've got the trimmer at a funny angle as well, so I was cutting it far too wide and then having to take it back and recut it. And I couldn't work it out for a bit, and then I thought, yeah, it's because not, you know, either of us, not like the paper trimmer is at us, but yeah, we just wasn't straight, so that was what my issue was. I think I've just had issues today. So when I'm filming this, because I think this video will come out in two weeks. So I've just done my first shift back at work on Friday, and it's now Sunday. And remember, this one needs going that way, so it's the right way up. And yeah, I feel okay. Say I've not been for 2.5 months. But I think my mind must be a little bit tired, because I've noticed I've been a bit skitty. But that's okay. Well, I suppose that's up to you. You might not think it's okay. I'm okay with it. But you know, you've got the choice. You don't have to watch. Right, so that is that. I really love this. I'm not going to cover it inside. I don't think there's any point. I was thinking just to give it a bit more stability, but I think it'll be fine. Right, I'm going to do this with the art glitter, because I don't have to wiggle this one about. Hopefully I'll just shut it and ta-da! We can just do that. Will be a dida moment. I do want a label to put on the front, because I know this I do. I was sending it to the receiver will be able to write what they've got in here. But I think this would be good for when you're doing a kit and you've cut everything out, and you can put, or you cut out tags or the embellishment parts. Yeah, probably the embellishments. It's not big enough for the tags and pockets. Right, we'll just smooth that down. So that is that. It's going to make a lovely set. Right, so I want to make 2 tags, and I think these size are going to be perfect. Now these 2 I'm not going to actually probably not use, so I'm thinking I'll use those as the base. I think that will be fine. So I'm just going to cover these, and I'm thinking this one would be fabulous. Just going to put it up so I can just see the shadow. So that could be there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to cover this with collal, and I think if I put it upwards, I'll be able to move it into position and see the light. I know I did see a few people use those light boards a while ago, and it looked a really good idea for this kind of thing, seeing, you know, where you was placing things. But I'm guessing I've not seen them with them again, so I'm guessing it's just faffy. And when you're videoing, we're faffy enough without being even more faffy. So I think that's about right, and that looks straight-ish. Let's get this glue off. So yeah, never feel bad for covering over those tags that you're not going to use. You know, there's nothing wrong with not using any. And I find, you know, especially after seasonal things, you might have these things left over, and you might not have the room to store them, or you're not going to be using that kit next year or what have you. So just cover them. You know, you've got your base already for you. And I print on cream, so you know, I've not then got to back this as well. I can just oh my goodness, don't do this. Here's me telling you to do it, and I'm getting in a right pickle. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. And Andy will use your leftover paper. So yeah, it's, maybe you think it's, oh, it's a bit wasteful or what have you, but it actually isn't. And I mean, I'm guessing a lot of us are on instant ink or got eco tanks and all the rest of it. When I first started, I just had, you know, a box standard printer, what my mum bought me. And it was when I first started junk journaling. It got to the point where I just couldn't afford to keep buying the ink, and obviously the more I was making, it just got really expensive. And you know, I heard lots of people saying about the eco tank and stuff, and I was thinking, crikey, that's so expensive, you know, fancy spending that on a printer. But when I think I only now, oh, I don't know, buying, let's say 4 times a year, and I think that is totally over exaggerating 4 times. It's probably like 3, maybe 3 and a bit. And you know, obviously I print masses of stuff. So the printers, you know, like pay for itself in ink. So if you are interested in what printer I've got, and that wasn't supposed to be me going, oh, if you want to look at my printer, but it is on my Amazon favourites list. I think it's under equipment. So I've got, like, I would imagine mine's one of the cheaper kind of ones, because I know when I first looked at them, I couldn't believe how expensive it was. But yeah, mine prints on vellum, that newsprint paper. I've not tried tissue, but I do think it'll be fine. And yeah, it's fine and dandy. So that's that. Right, so that's those 2 done. Lovely. Love that. Do you want to do a journal just in this black and sepia? I'm gonna have to have a word with Nanine. She did do a bird one like that, but yeah, I'd like a butterfly and a floral one. And then I can do you know, bits of a journal with all 3 in. So that's my tags. I want a label for that, probably there. That's sorry for stretching, but I need to, because I can't get to nothing if I don't stretch. I was just wondering if one of these would go on it. I think they're all like just journal, daybook, field trip, memories, field diary. So no, these are words, aren't they? Oh my goodness, where's my labels? These baskets are very good, but if you don't put them away in the right order, you end up with like the stuff that you mainly use at the bottom. So it wants to go that way, then that way, then that way. Okay, just sorting out my baskets. Right, let's have a look. Oh, that'd be nice. No, wrong tone. So it's definitely a brown. Yeah, that's that. That's the one. Right, so that is that. Let's yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to put them back because I've not got enough room to have them on my desk, and I'm sorry that I've just moved you around too. And I've got the wrong dobber. I will put a sponge on that one. Right, let's ink around that, stick that on. So that is one of the pieces complete. Woohoo! We're not far off now. Not far off. So I can either do the pockets in vellum, so I could see straight through them, or, and that'd mean cutting into a fresh piece of vellum, or I could use the, I don't like it there. Why did I do that? I want it there. Oh, I don't know now. I want it there. No, I'm just, right, okay. Yeah, I don't want it there. See, you know when I looked at it and I said, yeah, it's fine, I was looking colour-wise. I didn't really think where I was going to put it. I think I'm going to put it there. Yeah. Yeah, there. Yeah, all I was doing is looking at the colour, and then I thought, oh, it just doesn't go there. I think that'll be fine. Right, so that's that piece done. It is straight. And if I go like that. Oh, yeah. You can't, yeah, I should have covered it, shouldn't I? Oh, well. I mean, I could if I wanted to slip a piece down, but I really don't think she'll be bothered. So I'm going to do it with the paper. No, I'm going to do it in vellum. Reason being is because I think then to match these up and it look fine will be a bit of a chore. So I'm going to use vellum. Right, let's I'm gonna pause and move some stuff. Okay, I've just realised I don't know if I said one of the times when I paused I ended up stopping it, which I'm gonna have to join the videos together. But I'm just thinking this is gonna be a really long video, but I've not got a lot left to justify turning it into 2 videos. So yeah, it's going to be a long video, like over an hour. So, but yeah, I've probably only got about 10 minutes left, so I can't see the point in doing another video. Right, I'm going to do that one the same size. Shall I do that one higher? Make these, fit these in. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm going to do that one higher. So I want to try and get it right on. I'm going to do it on the more gritty side as well, because I think it'll stick better. Yeah, I want to try and keep it as close to the edge as possible to give me maximum pocket space. So while I'm faffing about getting some papers ready, if I pause, that'll obviously save a little bit of time. Okay, that's one. And obviously you could put some stickers on there if you wanted. I'm not going to. I think I like it like that. Then that's going to go in there. Because there's no gusseting. They're only going to be, you know, big enough for one. Put this one on. What Ryan's doing, I can hear him banging. What's your dad doing, Colin? He's gone to investigate. Right, and then this one can go in there. Let's say, I'll just keep it up a bit. So that's that part. Lovely. Right, I'll be back in a tick. Okay, I've just grabbed some of that. I buy this from Amazon. It's that vintage paper. There's two different ones there. Again, it is on my favourites list under paper. Right. So I've measured across, and I think 10 is the right way. So let's do 10. Don't know if I'll get another 2 out or not. I'm trying to think what he is up to. I mean, it's not Mr. DIY at all. Oh yeah, that's about perfect. They are a bit smaller, but right. So that's that, and then lengthwise, we'd want it. I'm just going to take about 1 inch off. Ish. What's that? Yeah, that's fine. So let's pop that back. I'm just going to rub around the whole thing. I'll perhaps do those 2 what are smaller separately because they won't get any ink on them. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to work out the holes. So what I'm going to do is centre these up like so ish, place them on there like that. An exact science this is. I bet I've just moved it. Right, it's worth a try. So hole, let's have a look. No, that's never right, is it? I'm going to work this out. Right. Put that there. This is what happens when I thought, yeah, I'll use those 2 smaller pieces up. It'll be fine. So I think that hole really needs to be there. And then that one needs to be there. I think there'll be some give in it anyway. So let's get the excuse me, crocodile out, and we need to try and keep them where they was. And that's one. Okay, I'll pop it back in. Wrong way. Okay. And then that's that. So I'm going to put something across there. I've got some black lace out because I'll be doing a project shortly, and I was in the gathering stage. So come on, just give me hand a second ago. Right. So I'm just going to stick some of this across there just to make it look better. And I'll still be able to get it. It'll still, you know, come out. It'll be fine. You can still see it, can't you? But I can put something else on as well. So I'm going to use the fabric. I'm thinking it will work on metal okay. Right, I need to be careful because obviously I don't want to get it on the paper. Will it stick to metal? We'll find out. I'll let you know. But yeah, I would imagine it would. Okay, I just want to make sure that that's not sticking over the top. So that's that. And then I could really go for it. Oh yeah, and put some pearls across that. Yeah, you've seen me now with pearls. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue that across. In fact, it'd probably be better. No, I'm just going to glue it across. Because I'm very conscious of the time now. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Obviously, you'll see it in the thumbnail. All I'm going to do is get some black ribbon and tie it up, and that'll be it. So we've made this and this out of one file folder, and the middle file folder, what you know, sometimes we don't know what to do with. And then that was the other project from before. So that's me. Like I say, sorry it was a long one, but I wanted to get both of them in. Right, I'm gonna go. Bye for now.